Welcome to Women in Business Wednesdays. I have the very special pleasure of having Bobbette Barrtt of the FFL Avengers here with us. Welcome, Bobbette. How are you doing
Thank you.
today?
I'm doing amazing. Thanks for having me.
Good, good, good. I'm so glad to have you. This is going to be an exciting conversation because we're going to be talking about the Diva chat that you started, and you know how that is going to be so impactful for the women of Family First Life.
For sure.
So Babette is the operations manager for FFL Avengers. You said you've been here since about March, right?
Yes, we started literally in March. Yes.
Okay, and so been here, so that's like not even 6 months yet.
No, no, not even 6 months.
Okay, okay. So how did you find out about So you're not an agent, right? You work for the agency. So
Yes.
how did you find out about FFL, and what was attractive to you about Family First Life?
Well, kudos to Mark Tarolia inviting, Bernard Borges to the platform because before we were with a previous IMO. So
Okay.
when we heard about FFL and I mean, we saw the opportunity in terms of being able to expand and more importantly, being able to help, you know, any person that you're able to talk to when it comes on to getting coverage. So when Bernard saw that opportunity, he's like, wow, this is new because he's used to only having one carrier versus
Yeah.
when you come to FFL, it's a different story. It's a different
Yeah.
ballgame.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So once he saw that, he said, Bobby, what you think? I said, absolutely.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen? You're opening more, you're adding more things to your portfolio. So go ahead.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good way to look at it. Okay, so then
hmm,
came to FFL, and then something's missing about FFL, right? That
big
you
time.
found out very quickly.
Immediately. I'm the kind of person that, okay, great, the men are doing fine, but where the women's at? Where the divas at? So I
Okay.
was like, we got to make a change. So it's so funny that me being the person who's always behind the scenes, he said, no, 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 they need to hear your voice. You need to say something. So on a conference call, I made the announcement. I said, listen, it's great, y'all guys are doing great, but where the females at? Where the divas
Mm-hmm.
at? Like, come on now. If I'm hearing you guys doing these 20, 30K numbers, that means we could double, we could triple because we have the bigger edge. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So ever since I made that call, they were like, okay, we need you to talk more. And then thank God I met Chrissy. Chrissy hasn't even been in the business long enough, and we came together and we formed the Insurance Diva group.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. And that's how you and I connected, right? Because I was added to that group. I didn't know that there was anything like that, right? Because I'm
Uh-huh.
already doing my women empowerment with the Women in Business Wednesdays, and it just all makes sense, right? Because there's women in the life insurance industry. There's 46% women are licensed, right?
Right.
Which is not a big discrepancy as far. I mean, it's not like a huge difference in men and women being licensed. I thought it would be more, right? A bigger difference than that. But I think the difference comes in is that there's not a lot of women that are actually working. They may be licensed, but they may not just be killing it, right?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
they may not know that there are different resources available to help them get better, to help them kill it, because we have certain things as women that we have to deal with that the men just don't
Hmm.
have to deal with, right?
Exactly.
Because a lot of
Exactly.
times we're doing all of it. We're being the mom, we're being the business owner, we're
Listen.
being the wife, we're being the
Yes.
friend, we're being the I know just being a woman in business, a lot of women come to me and they tell me stuff about their personal lives, right? And they want
Right.
direction and feedback on how to navigate there so that if they're happy at home, they'll be happier in
Hmm.
business, right? And so
Right.
why do you think, Baba, it's so important that there's a platform for women? I talk myself about why, you know what I'm saying, but why do you think it's so important that women have
Because
a separate platform?
we all can relate to each other. We all wear different hats. We all have a story behind where we are, where we're coming from. And unfortunately, some men or even most men won't understand that. So to know that we could form a group together of us, as women, empowering each other, uplifting each other, more importantly, and knowing that, listen, I heard her story. If she went through that and she's doing it, that means I could do it too. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And having that knowing that we have the power, guys, like divas, we have the power. There's no such thing as, okay, I'm not sure, or you get caught up in the feelings. The sky's the limit. Whatever you put your mind to, that confidence, that conviction, I'm telling you, it don't even matter in terms of you're doing 40K. Okay, I'm going to triple that. My goal is, because if you're a guy and you're doing great, that means I could be greater.
That's a great way to look
That's
at
just
it.
how I feel. Of course.
But what do you say? What do you think about the women that don't think that way, right? Because there's a lot of women that don't have that level of confidence. They don't have that level of, okay, if he can do it, I can do it. Like, what do you say to those women?
Who is your circle of friends? Who is in your circle?
Say
Like,
it again.
who is in your circle? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing this kind of business and the people who's in your circle is not pushing you, not motivating you in terms of, helping your business, then you got to change your circle.
Oh,
Because it's so important that the mind, the brain needs to be fed with nothing but positivity, needs to be fed that's going to help you grow. You have to get out your comfort zone.
yeah.
Comfort zone is a broke zone. So what are you
Oh,
doing that's going to grow? So who's in your circle? Who's the people that's going to help push you, uplift you on a daily basis, not only a temporary, or because again, most times who's in your circle, the people don't believe in your business because they know you for long that they can't see you flourish. They don't want to see you win. You
this is
understand
so
what I'm
good. I'm just
saying? So
listening.
it's so important. You've got,
No, that's
but you
good.
have to change what's in your circle.
I heard, and it's funny because when I first got into insurance was when I first heard of. I didn't even know who Les Brown was before I got into insurance, and so he says it like he said
Mm-hmm.
you're average of the 5 people in your group, and if you're the smartest person in your group, you need to get a new group, right? And so
Absolutely.
if you're an average of the 5 people in your group, you're number 5. Most if your group is heavy, right, or overweight, then you're most likely going to end up being the 5th. Even if you come in, you're not overweight, you're gonna be like them, right? And so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have in your circle? Who is around you that's feeding, and what are they feeding you, right? Are they feeding you belief in
Exactly.
yourself? Are they
Mm-hmm.
feeding you can do this, or are they feeding you like, girl, you don't have to go to that meeting, you don't got to get on that call, girl, don't worry about that, we going out, you know what I'm saying? What are your people around you telling
Exactly.
you? Are they helping you get better, or are they purposely holding you back from greatness, right? So in
Exactly.
this diva
Exactly.
group, right, it's nothing but positivity in there. I haven't seen any
Yes.
negativity in that group. It's all positive. It's
Uplift.
all, we can do it. We have the you have not say I'm keep saying we, but it's y'all. That's y'all baby. But
No, but it's we. No, everybody, all y'all is a part of this.
we
Absolutely. And I
have
was so happy
we have the
to have
diva
you
of
a
the
part of it.
day. So you recognize the diva that had the most
Yes.
sales in the day, right?
Yes.
And you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, those little things make a big difference in people, women feeling like I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and so I think, how do people get in the group, Bobbette? How do they get into
Well, myself and Chrissy, we send them an invite link.
it?
So,
Okay.
and then to be honest, yeah, that's how we do. As for me too, because like we're under we're FFL Avengers, but also the chosen one. So anytime that we recruit a new female, which I consider an insurance diva, I send her a link. Hey, we have a new chat. You're invited. Because again, like you said, sometimes if people don't know that there's another platform that will help us together as women to come together, unite, uplift. Sometimes it's a lonely business.
It
You know what I
is.
mean? And then unfortunately, if when they go home and they don't have no support, at least they know there's a platform here that can support them,
Mm-hmm.
which is important.
That
You
is
know?
absolutely.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they can reach out to you, and they can get a link. They can reach out to me, and
Mhm.
they can get a link.
Yes, of
Any
course.
and it's not just specific to FFL Avengers and the people in your organization. It's
No.
anybody in FFL,
All
any woman
anyone,
in
any woman.
FFL
Exactly. Any woman. We do
can get
not
it.
care who you're under, your business partner, no, any woman.
Okay. So that's good. And again, I didn't know until maybe about 2 weeks ago that this even existed, right? And
Right.
so on your Instagram page, are you highlighting the women? Like, what's on there?
Oh yes, I'm definitely posting the diva of the group. Every now and then, if you notice, if I go on your page and I see you posting about what's going on with your show and podcast, I'm going to share it too, because again, we need to see that women are doing great in business, because it's
Mm-hmm.
always supposed to be a man dominated business. Well, divas not anymore. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Not anymore. We are here to take over. So,
Yes.
and just so you know, behind every business that's doing good, there's a woman behind it, behind the scenes. Let's not even play
Mm-hmm.
dumb here. There's a woman behind the scenes who's making sure that the business is running. So
Yes.
it's time for us to take the lead, be up front, and show who we really are.
Let me.
Yes.
So, Bobette, with the attitude you got, why are you not selling?
Well, you know what? It's so funny because Bernard would always say, "Okay, I think it's time. I think it's time." I said, "Listen, you know what's so funny? I was originally hired as just being as admin person,
Yeah.
just admin, and then the kind of person that I am, I'm always going above and beyond and want to, see what else can I do to be great? Not just because you give me this title, I'm just going to be sticking to it. So then I started setting appointments for him as well. You know what I mean? And then he's like, "Boy, you're awesome." He's like, "Well, you need to talk more." So every now and then, if there's a meeting or we have a conference call, he wants me to talk, because I'm always, how I talk with conviction and confidence,
Yeah.
and people need to hear that. So he's like, "Bobby, it's time. It's time." So okay, we're working on it. So yeah, I'm absolutely working on it right now as we speak.
Okay,
So
good. Yeah, because you would crush
yes,
it. You would do well. I mean, because it really is about, people want to feel your passion, what I'm saying, about insurance, and I know, like, I've made a lot of sales. They're like, man, this is important to you. And I'm like, yeah, this is important because do you know it's like to lose somebody without insurance, and so those are the things that transfer over to sales is you got to be passionate about this. Like, if you don't
mm-hmm,
care about helping people, no, then it's not because the money is great, right? But
mm-hmm.
you gotta, at the end of the day, you have to care about helping people because that's what it is that we're
Absolutely.
doing,
That's the
right?
number
And
one thing.
so if you're not passionate about helping people through building an agency or through the life insurance, the money very quickly is going to fade away and you're going to need another reason to get up and go every morning. And I can hear it in your voice and in the way you present is like you're so passionate about helping people, you know what I'm saying? Not just women, I'm sure, but just
Yeah.
people in general. And then if you have a license, then you can make a bigger impact on different
Mm.
people. Where are you from, Bobby?
I
Originally.
was born in Jamaica.
Okay, okay.
Yes. I
So
lived
what
there for
part?
9 years there. Kingston.
Okay, all right. And then how long
Yeah.
have you been in the United States?
Oh gosh, I would say about basically half of my life, so about 22 years.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
long, so pretty good amount of time, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so yeah, but I just think that I don't believe that anything happens for accident, right?
Mm.
I'm sure you came here for the American dream,
Yes, of
right?
course. Opportunity. Better opportunity. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, but then now this is like an opportunity on a whole nother level working
On
with FFL.
steroids. On
Is a game
steroids.
changer. Yeah.
Yes. Big time.
Now,
Yes.
if somebody wants, so when you do get your license, are you going to be building an agency?
Yes, that's the goal. That's definitely the goal. I mean, it's one of those things, like I said, my partner is always pushing me, okay, it's time, it's time. I was like, oh, I don't know. So, but for sure, because, I'm needed. I have this gift and it's like you're hiding it so people need to see, you know?
Uh-huh. I
For,
agree.
yeah. So, yeah,
I
for
agree.
sure, for sure.
So you're gonna be building an agency. So anybody that wants to work with you, they can reach you on IG at Insurance Diva Sales as well.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
if they want to work with you on insurance or they just want to go into the Diva chat, she got you there.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Or
Now,
FFL, the Avengers, yeah.
what would you say just with your experience because you really have kind of been on the outside looking in, right?
Mhm.
Not actually being licensed, but I'm sure you understand the stuff.
Yes.
So what would be your advice as a new person in Family First Life getting started? What would be the biggest piece of advice you would give them?
The biggest piece of advice is listen to the leaders who are doing it, who are doing great. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out to them. What are you doing to be successful? pick the nuggets from all these leaders that are doing great and just follow the system. And what I'm learning and what I've been hearing is every time when you speak to somebody who's being great, the number one thing is, okay, well, you need to get leads.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
That's it.
You need to
Yeah.
get leads. If you have no leads, you're not going to be in business. So if you want to be consistent and if you want to grow, that's the number one thing. You got to get leads.
Yeah.
And be humble, but more importantly, be hungry. And behind all this, you have to, don't let it fool you. This is not your passion. It will become your passion if you genuinely care about helping people.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I came into insurance because I wanted to make an extra $1,000 a month.
Exactly.
But I didn't know that eventually it would turn into something bigger. And it is big, not just because too, the beauty of building a team or building an organization is it's only 24 hours in my day. So
Right.
I can only help one person at a time. But
Right.
if I have a team, right, or you have a team, Bobby, like now it's not just you, it's you and 100 other people helping. Now you got 2,400 hours in a day, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
now you have other people that are being able to help other people. And so like that's the beauty of building a team because it's not just you, it's about a bunch of people helping a bunch of people. Right. We
Right.
can help more people if
Absolutely.
we have a bigger agency.
Mm-hmm.
So any closing words or thoughts?
Other than, let me just say this to you. If you plan on doing business, the insurance business, FFL is the place to be by far, because they're always working on what can I do to basically be on top. They're
Mm-hmm.
always evolving. They're always
Agreed.
adapting. They're always making changes to better us, who's working on the FFL. So absolutely.
So
Hey,
if you guys want to follow a superstar that's very passionate about what we do in business, what we do in business as women, follow Bobbette Instagram or DM her, get with her. And then ladies, if you know of any other women that will be a great fit for our podcast, let's get them on here.
absolutely.
Let's like and share and comment so that more women know that these things are available. They know about the Diva Chat. They know about women in business so that we can
Mhm.
get the word out that women are killing it. And as Bobette said, we're about to take over. So y'all
Yes.
fellas better watch out, y'all. Thank
Watch
you
out.
so thank you so much again, Bobby, for your time. I appreciate it. I know you're super busy, but thank you again, beautiful. And I'm so glad to be in business with you and doing these things that we're doing for these women. This is great.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me. I couldn't wait to get on here. So absolutely,
Oh.
thank you so much, my love.
All right, y'all. Have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday.